Hello, welcome back. I just started my live stream. Don't really have anybody in here just yet, but for those of you on YouTube, this is part 3 for today. Still working in Romantic Country, the second tale by Erie. The Christmas page. I forget how many pages it is. It's not very far into the book. So, still working on Mr. Nutcracker here. Black boots. But I think right now I'm going to actually work a little bit on his face. I'm going to take some pale geranium lake, polychromos. Give him a little red nose. Just a little bit. Little red nose. Do sketch out a red cheek here. Not that far. Just a little bit outside of the mustache here. Just a little red cheek. Little red cheeks. There. So that's just, that's going under the wood look. I think Kimmy helped me decide to do a wood look on this. I'm looking for a gray. I'm probably going to pull my itty bitty coal gray too. Little baby. I'm so sweet. Just to put in some shadows on the teeth here. Just a little bit, so they're not like stark white. Just a little shadow. I may need the 3 here. Cold gray 3 for under the mustache. So it's going to be a little more shadowed than any other area. There. And then really they're just going to be white from there. I'm just going to kind of leave them. Let's see. A little bit more. Because those are back further. So the teeth are more like this shaped. Well, I guess more like that. And they open and close. So it's going to be a little more shadowed where the teeth meet. Whereas this is in line with the jaw, it's jutted out. And I'm going, if you haven't watched the other 2 parts, excuse me, I'm going by what I remember from my mom's nutcrackers she used to have, which I don't know where they are. I might ask her where they are and see if I can't have one. Or maybe I'll buy my own. Maybe I will start a nutcracker tradition in my house. That'd be cute. And then my 4-year-old, I want to call her my 3-year-old, she's 4 now. My 4-year-old will then stick everything in there and crack, crack, crack. Because that's just what she does. That's just what she does best. Still haven't decided what I want to do on the inside here. I may actually make that red. But I kind of want to go a deeper red. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm going to leave that. I'm not entirely pleased with the way the gold looks on here. It looks too bronzy. It's just not shiny enough. So I have some stickles, some gold stickles. I bought it in a set. It came with silver, gold, and a diamond, which is just like a clear. So I may take some stickles, a little brush and some stickles. Let's see. A little sticky note, little brush, shaky the stickles. Hopefully I don't shake the camera. I'm pretty good at that. I don't know that you need to shake stickles. It's just Stickles is just a glitter glue, basically. You can find anything like it at a craft store. But it's got little itty bits of glitter. Pardon me, I ate my lunch, and now my throat and everything is acting funny, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of extra glittery, because why not? It's a Christmas, right? Christmas is supposed to be all glittery. Yeah, there we go. Little glitter bits. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know that I'm ever going to color this page, so I'm not being super careful to make sure that the glitter glue is not sticking up high enough, so if I do color the other page, I won't have weird marks from this page. But that is something you should probably be aware of if you're doing something like this, that is a thing that can happen. Any texture on this page, if you go to color the other page, when it lays down on it, you will get that texture to come through unless you put enough stuff on the other side to keep it. Now, did this need extra glitter? No. But who cares if it needed it? I wanted it. While I was eating my lunch, I had leftover, I'd made carne asada, steak carne asada, and we had burritos with it. So I had burritos and all sorts of yummy stuff, and Spanish rice and black beans, and it was all yummy. So I had that as leftovers. Oh, it's so sparkly. I love it. But while I was eating my lunch, I was looking at Jen reading with pugs. Her picture came up that she was doing in the Romantic Country Third Tale. It was the letterbox to Santa. So stinking cute. So cute, so cute, so cute. It was one on my list to do. It had one nutcracker, so it was high up on my list. But this one has two, so, you know, two's better than one, I guess. And that's what Double Mint Gum used to always tell me. Two's better than one, right? So, get that on there. Put a little extra. Oddly enough, this actually buckles your page just a little bit. Not much, not enough to like it'll go down when it dries. It'll be flat. When you put it on, it's kind of like watercolor. So, when that's done, I've got a little, I'm not actually going to go wash my brush, shame on me. I got a little thing, I'm going to wipe it all off. See, it's all sparkly. And that is transferred to my page, which is so cool. So that's done. I'm going to carefully remove my little sticky. I'm just going to throw this away. I like the stickies because then I'm forced to use a small amount. So I'm not actually wasting my product. Stickles are, they're not expensive. I mean, they're not expensive, but they are for, you know, it's a couple bucks. I can find it cheaper at Walmart. And I'm going to Walmart to get the kids sleds for the winter. And so I was thinking of buying some more stickles because why not? So black boots. Boots are black. That's what I'm doing. So, and then I'll go in with a liner pen, black liner pen, and to find those shoelaces. Yeah, I wasn't originally gonna stream after lunch because I was supposed to have a handyman come, but he came at 10 instead of 1, which is fine. I don't mind. I prefer getting things done before lunch. Like, if I can get it all done before lunch, more power to me. So, if you haven't watched the other two, Polychromos Black, Cold Gray 6, and Cold Gray 4. That's what I'm using. And I about need to sharpen this, not because I actually have to, but I really like a sharp point. And I love these Tagals because I don't need to like do too much. See? Done. I just want to get in there a little bit better than I was able to. I know I'm streaming at a weird time, so I know people won't be able to join me, and that's okay. I don't mind sitting here talking to myself. These will be uploaded to YouTube, and they will be unedited. You will have me hear coughs and all. See, go with the 6, Cold Gray 6. I don't necessarily want a huge highlight on these boots. Just a little one. Shoot. You know what? Electric eraser. Let's take that back a little bit. I would feel weird having the highlight on this side when all of my other highlights are in the middle or on the right. So, except for the shoulders, I'm not fixing that. That just is what it is. So, went in, erased a little bit, and now I'm actually going to go in and try to push it into the middle here. This will be a highlight on the top. I don't know what I'm going to do with the base yet. I may leave some stuff and go do something else while I think about it. Usually, I'm pretty stickler on myself about finishing an item before moving on. That's my hang up. I really feel like I have to, but on this picture, I'm not too pressed actually. Kind of relaxing a lot of my self-imposed rules. I have to remember they are self-imposed, therefore I can change them should the mood arise. And the mood has arisen. Excuse me. It's the cold that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. I never really watched Lamb Chop growing up. Well, I think I was a little too old for it when it came out. But I remember my sister watching it, and it was so annoying. And my sister's 6 years younger than me. It was so annoying. She loved it. I think she did. I mean, she watched it enough. Let's see. Let's get some shadow back here on the boot. And we're actually going to pull that all the way down. It's not a realistic, it is a wooden doll. So, you know, maybe he wasn't cut properly or shaped properly, and that's okay. There. That's looking good. I like that. You know, I want to say that I think more people should be proud of what they do. It's okay to be proud of it. It's okay to look at something and go, you know, hot damn, I like what I did. I don't think enough people do that. Pardon me. And see on all these Facebook groups, oh, I know it's not as good as everybody else's, or I know I'm not an artist, or I know, or it's just an excuse after an excuse for not having, I don't even know, I don't even want to say like the best quality because everybody's different, but like, no one's expecting you to color like Fame. Faynn. I think she's got 3 N's. I think it's different on Facebook. But anyway, nobody's expecting high artist quality. Like, this is a coloring book. It's meant to be fun. If you're not having fun, if you can't enjoy what you're doing, do I have high artist quality pictures? Heck no. However, what I do have is self-improvement. I have improved since I began coloring. Significantly, I was a pretty avid colorist as a kid. So like this type of shading is not necessarily new to me. Understanding why I'm doing it is new, but it's not necessarily new to me. I was one of those kids who would outline and then I would left darker than the right side. Like that was what I would do. So it's not foreign to me. But some people didn't get that opportunity. They didn't color as kids, and so they're starting at a different level than I started, or than an artist started, or whatever. There's this little whites. There we go. And so it kind of breaks my heart when I see people go, you know, I know this isn't the best, but it's like, no. Don't ever start out like that. I mean, we are our own worst critics, but gosh darn it, be proud of what you have accomplished. If you like it, say you like it. If you don't like it, that's fine too, but don't say, but it's not like others. Or the other one is, I know this isn't as good as some of the others posted here. Who cares? Nobody cares. All anybody cares about is that you enjoyed coloring your picture. I like the boot. Das Boot. I know I'm pretty sure that's not boot in German. That'd be funny. Hi, Malfiki. Welcome back. I'm on the boots. Oh, I'm enjoying myself. This is pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. I was just saying, I know I'm alone, but I was talking to myself, and I was just saying I like it. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out right now. This is getting to be, the right side is always awkward to color because I'm hyper right-sided. I'm hyper right-handed. Like, the most I can do with my left is hold these pencils. And even then, you know, thank you. Thank you. I like it. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out. It's always nice when you can... This is kind of a freeing page for me. I don't feel so entrapped by my own selfish coloring desires. Like I want it to look like a certain thing. It just, you know, I grew up with these. So this is like, I know what the nutcrackers look like in my house. And so it seems to be pretty easy for me to pull that memory out and use it. I'm just, again, Polychromos, black, cold gray 6, and cold gray 4. I'm still not sure. I may do this black. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not entirely sure. I may. Oh, I could do this gold. Oh, sorry about that. I had a phone call. And again, it was one of those, somebody's spoofing a number similar to mine and calling me with it. I guess thinking I'll pick up because it's close to mine. I don't know. I'm getting tired of those phone calls. And it's always one of those, we would like to speak to you about your credit. I was like, lady, I don't have a credit card. I don't like credit cards. I mean, we have one as a family. But like, I do not own a credit card. I don't like them. I don't like it. It's not my money. I don't have that money. That's not my money. Credit freaks me out though. It's fake money. I've seen so many people my age get into so much credit card debt. It also helps that my dad used to steal my Social Security number and open credit lines in my name, so you know, I have a healthy hatred for credit cards. Let's see. I'm not getting it quite exact, but you know. Oh, I have to cough. Hold on. One of these days, I'll not be coughing anymore, and I won't even realize it. And that'll be sad because I want to know when it's gone. I wish to celebrate that day when the coughing is gone. Oh, let's see. I still have the brown face to do, the wood. To do the cuffs. I might do black on the top and then red on the bottom. And this one, I may just pick one. These I may keep whitish and just use a gray to shade a little bit. And then I think, so yeah, I think this will be red. This will be gold. Gold. Gray, white, wood, black, red. I don't know. So I think everybody should appreciate their abilities for what they are. There's always room to improve, of course. I'm not saying there isn't. But I want to see more people go, you know what, I like that. Even if the only thing I like on this page is my nutcracker, well, so be it. Oh, don't worry, Malfiki. I do that all the time. Like when I watch streams or whatever, I'm always coloring, so I'm usually silent myself. Totally understand. Totally understand. That's usually how I work too. But what are you coloring? If you get a second to let me know, I'd appreciate it. I like to know what other people are doing, so that way I can start another whip. Because I don't have so many going already. See, I had started out like, oh, I'll finish all my works in progress, right? Or some of them or something. Oh, I'll do that. Heck frickin' no. I started like 3 other pictures. It was a good idea. I mean, like, you know, it was a good idea. Aw, birthday card. That's sweet. That's very sweet. I have a lot of the coloring postcards. The Hannah Carl's on. Excuse me, I just can't seem to kick that. The Hannah Carl's on. I have a Twilight Garden. And then the new ones I just got from Jen Katz. I was gonna send out postcards, Christmas postcards, but I realized that my thing wasn't up to date. The addresses for my family. Oop, hit it, sorry. All right, master liner number 3. Go in and do these shoelaces here. Get a nice crisp black on there. I love these master pens. They're really good. The masters, let's see, I have masters, I have micro lines. These come in colored too. I think I have microns. I have these 3. I love them. Each one I got with it was pretty cheap on Amazon, but they were all like sets of different sizes. The postcards are so fun to color because they're just this little, like you can get them done in a day, you know? A couple hours and you're done. I don't think, do I have any of mine? Oh, I do, they're sitting right here. This was already printed. These were already printed. This is a watercolor. Like this, like I got that done in a day. And that's colored, watercolor, watercolor. I really like this one. Then my daughters did some. It keeps them busy sometimes. My daughters watercolored some, so you know. This was the 4-year-old, and this is the 7. So I got a decent amount done. I just need to, I might take them and hand them out with gift cards, like tape. Thank you, Malfiki. I really like the bird. But I might take those and use them as gift card delivery system type thing. So tape it to the back or something. I don't know. We'll see. So let me finish up with my blacks here. So I said this is going to be black. I figure I'm just going to work on what I want to work on, but I may save the background for last, just so I know like what I've got going on. So I don't clash my colors, you know. There we go. Oh, let's just do this black, since I got it in my hand. You know what? I wonder if that's not part of his hand anyway. Like the thumb. You got it in a, or like that. I wonder. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say that's part of his hand. Anyway, so good on me. Yay. Sometimes it's really hard to tell what something is until you start coloring it and then you're like, oh, of course that's what that is. You know? Okay, so black is done. Let's take Cool Gray 3 and 2. Do the boots. Asher Benina. Welcome, Asher. Welcome to the live stream. Coloring in The Romantic Country, the second tale. I'm coloring the Christmas page. All right. That's done. Let's see. What was I gonna have red? I was gonna have the inside here red. So let's grab all the colors. So again, the reds were dark red, permanent carmine, and then I used black and white. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to put stickles on the belt. I'll have to do that when I do the rest. You know what? Before I do that, let me put this down so that it will be dry by the time I go to put stickles on it. Right? Right. See, I'm thinking. I've got my thinking cap on. There we go. I'll do these buttons too. So, maybe being redundant, but I'm fine with that. Because the stickles is, it's not like gold glitter in a gold liquid. It's a clear liquid with gold glitter. So if I were to put it down on the white paper would show through, and I don't necessarily want that. So putting down the gold gel pen first, that gives a base for the gold stickles to go onto. I don't have to worry about the white showing through. That's my theory I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with that theory. It's a good theory. It's a nice theory. I will say though, trial and error is the best way to color. Sometimes some things just work and you're just like, oh my God. It's like that aha moment. Like, I can't even explain it. Thank you for the hearts. And sometimes you just gotta try it. No one got anywhere by playing it safe. I'm sure somebody got somewhere, but you know what I mean. Sometimes some things work, sometimes they don't. A part of me is like, oh, I want to have this done by Christmas. Another part of me is like, there is no way, with as slow as I color, that this will be done by Christmas. I may have to like write down what colors I'm using so I can finish it next Christmas. And I'm a slow colorist and I know it. That's okay. Sometimes I feel bad though. It's like, oh, I just want to do this thing, you know. I just want to color this page and just do it. And I can't. I just physically cannot do it. And if I do, it looks bad. I don't want to do that. So I take my time. And I go over the same spot. And then I go over it again. And then just for good measure, I go over it 16 more times. Because why not, right? But I like it. I like being able to mess around with how much red I put where. And excuse me. I'm going to slip in a little bit of white here. I don't think I put white here either. Maybe I did. I know I didn't put it down here. That's all right. Oh, I should put some black in. That's what I was missing. I was like, man, this red isn't getting as dark as I like it. Because I didn't put the black in for shadow. This is going to be a kind of a precise shadow, because if you assume the coat is going over a shirt, they're going to be fairly close together, so you get a very sharp shadow. When it's close, when you get further it fuzzes, but when you get close it's fairly sharp shadow. So I'm not really going to fuzz it out too much. It's going to be a pretty sharp line. My oldest, Kaylee, is in photography club. She was going to be in chess club, but they had so many applicants that she didn't get in. And she was just, and the lady who was doing it came to her and told her at school, and she was like, you know, I'm really sorry. You know, is there something you like, and maybe we can find something for you? And my daughter was just like, I just wanted to be in a club. And, you know, she didn't care. It wasn't necessarily that she wanted to play chess. She just wanted to do something, you know. And that's the type of kid she is. She doesn't, as long as she has her friends around, she can be twiddling her thumbs and she'll be happy. So the photography club was supposed to only be for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. My daughter is a 2nd grader. And she got a recommendation from her teacher, recommendation from the lady who was running the chess club who had talked to her, and they got her into the photography club, and she loves it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You're the 2nd person that has said that. I wish my husband agreed. I'm gonna have to tell him that when he gets home. He'll get a kick out of it. He does the selective hearing thing. So I could be over here just yammering on. And yeah, I love him, but sometimes. I'm usually not a talker, so this is really pushing me out of a comfort zone. I have to be honest. I'm one of those people, I can sit in silence, no problems. Well, not silence. I can sit with music, but I cannot talk to anybody for hours on end, and it doesn't bother me. So this is a bit out of my comfort zone. I will be totally honest. Okay, that is done. Let me stickle up that little bit. That should be dry. Yeah. My hands are so dry anyway, but let's see. Let's get my thing. Let's get my stickles. A little dollop. Maybe a little bit more. And this is just a Royal and Langnickel 10-0. I bought it from Michael's I think it came in a pack of 6 or something, and it couldn't have been $5 for all 6 of them. They're fairly cheap. Fairly cheap. I bought them because I wanted this liner, and it ended up not being a good liner for watercolor, so now I'm just using it for whatevs. Like I said earlier, be careful with how thick you put on stickles if you plan on coloring either the page behind it or if you plan on flipping to the next page and coloring, because if you don't put enough on this side, it's not going to matter how much you put on, but if you don't put enough paper between, you will get that texture. Sorry, I had a brain malfunction. So just be careful how thick you put it on. I'm not really worried. This page doesn't really interest me. The girl looking out on a castle. And this page doesn't really interest me. Coloring pastries is not my idea of fun. So I'm not terribly worried about how thick I put on the stickles. Though I don't necessarily want it that chunky. Almost done. It's amazing. I really miss having the nutcrackers around. It just reminded me of my childhood. Mom and I were talking. I'll clean off my brush here. My mom and I were talking one time, and She's like, you guys were such happy kids. I was like, so my parents got divorced when I was 17. And I told my mom, I was like, what was there not to be happy about? Like, I had friends to play with. You know, my mom was nice. My dad was gone most of the time. He was in the military, so, you know, he was at work or he was in Okinawa. He'd be gone for a year or so. I don't know what color, let me do the red here, but I'm not entirely sure what color brown I want to do. I'm thinking something more on the yellowish end, so maybe brown ochre, raw umber. Green gold might be nice. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know, like, what was there to be sad about? I don't know. I wasn't an unhappy child. I wasn't the happiest. I became a surly teenager, but you know. My problem is I always thought, and I still do on most days, that nobody cares what I have to say. My opinion is, you know, I can have it, but nobody else wants to hear it. That's the way I always was as a kid. So I'd stay quiet, read my books, play my games. I'm trying to break out of that because I don't want I've noticed my oldest get into that habit, and I don't want her to do that. I don't think it was healthy for me. I think I made it wobble. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm so close to being done with this. This is so exciting. So, I'm going to take a little paper here. Try to avoid this because it's still drying. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see. Let's take the light yellow ochre. Let's take the brown ochre. What else has a yellowish tone to it? Let me look at my... Beaster? That might be a nice dark beaster. So these three. So we have beaster, beastray. I have brown ochre. Then light yellow ochre for the highlight. See how it all looks like over each other. So if I put the beaster down, put that over top. Okay. Fade that out a little bit. Put this over top. Okay, I like it. It's a little, maybe it's a little too yellow. Should I do the green gold instead of the... Maybe. So the light yellow ochre. Let's see. So that was with the light yellow ochre. This is beaster. Brown ochre. And green gold. There we go. I like that better. Okay. Excuse me, I need a drink. Okay. Let's figure out. So, put that over there. I want under the mustache, maybe a little bit by the mouth, maybe right here is where I want some dark. Again, under the mustache. I'm gonna try to use a little symmetry here. Under the mustache, right by the mouth. And I'm gonna have to turn it. Can't get my hand wrapped around that way. A little bit under the cheek, right? Maybe a little bit under the eyebrows. And under the hat. And coming down just a little bit. So I had put some, I don't even remember the name of the color I used. Was it geranium, pale geranium lake? I used a little pale geranium lake for his nose and his cheeks as a kind of underpainting type thing. I'm gonna go over the color I put. Instead of putting the color on top of the brown, I put it under. So we'll see how that works. So that was a beaster. This will be the brown ochre. I'm just gonna kind of pull that out a little bit more and maybe on the sides here. I don't think I'm gonna go very dark with this. I don't think there's a need. While I was eating lunch, I was debating putting in wood grain, but I didn't think it was necessary. I think it'll be just fine. But if you want to do wood grain, you do you. If you don't want to color this, don't color this. You do you. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the dark beaster now and just darken up some of this so I don't lose where my shadows are. Oh, this paper is killing me. There's little dark spots everywhere. There's a dark spot here. There's a couple down in here. There's some in here. I don't understand it. It's super smooth paper. That's why I've not colored in this book. So it's just, the paper's so weird to work with. I'm a paper snob. I'm gonna be honest. Let's be honest. I'm a paper snob. Like I feel like if you're gonna publish a coloring book, you should have some quality paper. And you should test your paper. Like Jen Katz, she tested her paper, you know? And she's still testing it because I guess alcohol markers weren't her thing, so she was testing it for somebody, but you know, like if you want to have a quality coloring book, why wouldn't you have quality paper? I don't know. Maybe it's hard to get published in the coloring book world. I wonder if it is hard. I don't know. I'm not an artist. I really wonder how hard it is to get published. Let's see. All right, the green gold now. I'm even gonna go over that nose. Ooh, I should probably take. See, I think he looks cute. So I'm gonna take the beaster and just do a little shadow on the edge of the nose here. nothing too big, just a little bit. Just a little, hey, my nose is round. This doll looks Russian to me. I don't know why. I think it's the black hair. Maybe it's the beard. Reminds me of a Russian doll. My aunt, she's a world traveler. She got my daughters babushka dolls. Babushka, are they babushkas? The nesting dolls. She got my daughters those. And I'm just sitting here like, I mean, I know it's cute and it's sweet and I mean, it would be something that they could keep for a lifetime, but have you met my children? I mean, you know, my children are destructive. Not necessarily on purpose, but like, they've already lost all of the pieces. I'm just like, I feel bad because I guarantee, like, she probably paid a good couple euros for it. It's just makes me feel bad when they get really nice gifts and then they lose pieces or destroy them, despite my best efforts. There we go. I think he's done. I think he is. He's so pretty. So pretty and witty and wise. Sorry, I have all these little snippets of songs in my head. I don't know the whole song. I couldn't even tell you who sings it or where it came from. Hi, Coloring Blog. Welcome to the live stream. Ooh, I forgot there were stickles on there. I'm coloring in Romantic Country, the second tale, on the Christmas page. Look at how, look. See, that's shiny. That's the shiny I'm talking. Look at that. Look at that glitter. I'm not normally a glitter girl, but for some reason this just tickles me pink. Let's see, what do I want to do next? Let's work on the reindeer. The reindeer. Let me get a drink here. So I have two drinks. I have my soda on one side. I only get one soda a day. I have my water over on the other side, which is almost gone. Let's see. Let's work on his. Let me put my stuff back, because if I don't put it back, then I will hate myself. Just a little bit. Not like really hate myself, just be like, really? You didn't put your stuff away? Yell at the kids, don't put their stuff away. Live by example, right? Right? All right, I'm gonna do the greens. I really, 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 really want a nice, tiny green. I really want that. So I'm gonna, let's see, chrome oxide. That's such a nice green. Look at it, so pretty. Chromium green opaque. Oh, those are two different. Okay, so chrome oxide, let's just do two. And yellowish, earth green yellowish. Or chromium green opaque and May green.